The numbers are quite simply sickening. Last year in Bexar County, nearly 5,000 children were abused and over half were under the age of 5. Who fixes that? How do they fix that? That's a question that Justin Mire started thinking about when he was 13 years old. And 20 years later, he and some friends have found quite the answer.
I was a victim of rape when I was 13 years old.
He says it freely, full of strength and hope that his past might change a future.
If a grown man in his 30s can stand up in front of a room full of people and tell them, I was raped when I was 13, then that can give that 13-year-old boy that courage to come forward and say, me too.
His name is Justin Mire, but everyone calls him Tex. He is president of the Guardians of the Children, a local motorcycle group he helped create to save others after they saved him. Back in 2006, Tex carried a secret. At age 13, he had been sexually abused, and for 8 years, he told no one.
You believe the lie in yourself that this doesn't happen to boys. No one else would know what this is like as a boy. No one's gonna believe me.
Fate believed him. In his early 20s, Tex met a biker who wore a vest that read Guardians. The biker convinced Tex to come to a meeting where, for whatever reason, Tex shared everything.
It rocked my world that a room full of 100 grown men, bikers, that were all scary as hell to me at 21, being the first time I was ever really around them, to see them stand up and clap. It changed my perception of what it means to be an advocate.
There are now 75 Guardians in the San Antonio chapter, 52 chapters in the country, and 7 in Canada. Men, women, all ages, all walks of life. Their job, their calling is to listen and believe and to show up whenever and wherever is needed. Sometimes a birthday party, other times in court.
We are the adult friend figure that they should have had. We're not the parent. We don't try to reprimand them or discipline them for what they do wrong, but we absolutely do try to be that adult friend that we can go and we can have a good time and just be there to support them and provide strength for them.
They do so, knowing what it's like, because many, like Amy Gollinger, are also abuse survivors.
I spent my entire mothering life trying to protect my children from that.
Unfortunately, she couldn't. 8 years ago, her daughter was sexually abused.
You find out that your daughter is being sexually abused. Your reaction to that was what?
That's a hard question. My initial reaction to that was, why her?
There is, of course, no answer, but there is hope. Amy and her husband Justin discovered and eventually joined the Guardians. They soon realized what thousands of families have learned before them. Survivors choose the Guardians, not the other way around. The Children's Hospital, CASA, Child Safe, all refer them cases. But ultimately, the relationship, the trust, is up to the children and their guardians. One offering strength, the other ready to accept.
If a bunch of bikers can get together and make a difference in the lives of kids, everybody can do something to help a child in need.
Does a part of you say, God, I wish I had that?
Yes.
I wish I had them.
Yes.
I wish I had us.
100%. For me, it brings hope that one day maybe we won't be needed. Maybe we've done our job enough that abusers just stop.